The Carolinas District of Kiwanis International requires dedicated and passionate leadership to continue pursuit of our mission to improve the world one child and one community at a time. I'm Joe Crostic, and as your candidate for District Governor, I can assure you that I have spent considerable time during my term as your governor-elect preparing myself to be that leader. It has certainly been an interesting and challenging year for our district, as we've been dealing with the impact of COVID-19 for the entire year. We have had to pivot often, and we're not quite done yet. But I am optimistic that the coming Kiwanis year will see all our clubs re-engage and make a difference as all our communities adapt to the new normal. Before I talk about my plans for my year as governor, let me remind you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, and while my high school did not have a Key Club, I became active in a similar organization sponsored by the Knights of Columbus. It was there that I learned the value of service leadership programs. I attended Loyola University in Maryland and graduated cum laude with a degree in accounting in 1979. I accepted a job offer from a worldwide accounting firm, now known as KPMG, where I worked for 30 years until my retirement in 2009. Personally, I quite enjoy golf, and many of you may recognize the name KPMG from the hat of at least one championship golfer. 1979 was also the year that Carlene and I were married. We've been blessed with 3 great children who all chose different career paths. Carlene and I have also been blessed with 2 beautiful granddaughters who have brought even more joy to our lives. When I retired, Carlene and I moved to Southport. It was there that I first learned about Kiwanis, and I joined the Southport Oak Island Club in 2011 and became club president in 2015. Then, while serving as lieutenant governor, I helped to open and join the Kiwanis Club of Shallotte South Brunswick Islands, and I'm still an active member of that club as well. I served as the Carolinas District Membership Coordinator from October 2018 to September 2020, and I've helped to organize and instruct at our district's club coaching days since they began in 2017. During the past year as your governor-elect, I've served on the District Executive Committee and Board of Trustees and have had weekly calls with both Governor Chris and District Secretary Leah to both learn more about the district and plan for my year as governor. I've also participated in governor-elect training conducted by Kiwanis International and our president-designate Peter Mancuso. And I participated in the inaugural Kiwanis Amplify Leadership Program and a certificate program sponsored by the Michigan District on Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I also chaired the Strategic Planning Committee for our Carolinas District last year as we drafted a new plan which was approved by our Board of Trustees in April. You may recall that the theme I had originally planned for my year as governor was to share the mission. That remains at the core of what I hope to inspire our clubs to do. But first, we need all of our clubs to re-engage, both internally and externally in their communities. Accordingly, I modified my theme to engage and share the mission. As governor, first and foremost, I want to encourage growth in our service programs across the district, whether they be Kiwanis branded programs or other programs identified as needed and relevant in our communities. We also need to help many of our service leadership programs, which were not meeting during school shutdowns and remote learning, to get back together and back on track to providing leadership experience for their members and providing much needed service to their communities. I also see the need to open new clubs in our district to provide meaningful and relevant service to additional communities in North and South Carolina. I pledge to work diligently with our membership committee to expand into those communities, but also to continue our focus on strengthening our existing clubs through targeted education, club planning, and providing access to district and divisional leadership and resources. I also recognize the need for us to improve our publicity and communication efforts, both at the district and club levels. Sharing our mission and impact on our communities to a broader audience will have the benefit of attracting new members, new interest in building clubs, and expanding our service reach, all of which will strengthen our great organization. Thank you for listening, and I would appreciate your support to having me continue to serve this incredible district as your governor for 2021-22.